All right, cyber traders, welcome back on this Friday. Freezing. It's so cold. Oh my God, it was 30 degrees here in New York. I can't believe it. And it's supposed to go to 90. By the way, we're still getting snow in Colorado. Who's out there in Colorado? One of our students. Good morning to you, Greg. Martinez, good to see you. Alita, good to see you all. Lynn, Norman, Chuck, good to see you all. Everyone's it's freezing. I don't know what the hell's going on. They're going to have to change global warming to global colding. That's how cold it is. It's so weird. Anyway, great delivery on Summit yesterday. Fausto, great delivery on Summit yesterday. Oh, you mean the street I'm on? Anyway, let's go over a couple of things, a couple of nice little stocks moving. First of all, yesterday, holy crap, we had a great run in this OCGN. Oh my God, I got to tell you a little bit about this stock. So we're going to have some fun talking about this. So yesterday I was with my good friend, friends over there on Wealth 365. They had a really great event. I know we sent out a bulk email to all of you guys to come and join. Had over 1,100 people in the audience. They had over maybe close to 5,000 to 10,000 listening at one time. It was a really great event. I know we have a lot of people that signed up. Regarding from that coming there. Listen, everybody wants to trade. Why you're not trading, I don't know what you're waiting for. But it was, it looks like more and more people are starting to get into it. You know what, with this whole COVID thing, nobody has to stay home. I mean, go to work and drive there. Everybody's starting to realize, you know what, it's kind of nice to stay home, especially, I think a lot of you from the country, Midwest, do that now. But people like in the big cities, like where I am and stuff like that, have to go drive Manhattan or, in the big, living in the suburbs, going in there, like, it's actually not a bad thing. Actually, the funny part, we were looking at homes and, out for some of you know where I am. I live on Long Island. One of the very exclusive areas of Long Island is the Hamptons. They even have a TV show about it. Their properties, the average home there went from like 1.1 million to like 1.5 million. And I'm talking about a median home. I'm talking about a house that you look and say, oh, the average home in America is worth like 300,000-400,000. No, this is what the median home looks like over there. Because you can imagine that's an area where you find houses that are 50 million, 100 million. Some people got crazy money. It's unbelievable. But more people say, you know what? I don't want to go in the city anymore. I want to stay over here. I like I like my house. I like my gardening. I love everything. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to my new show that I'm going to be on my YouTube channel, Fausto's Home Living. So I'm going to start airing a couple of good videos. Looking forward to that. But with that said, don't mind me getting into a tangent and stuff like that. I want to get back to what happened yesterday because my point is more people are starting to realize, how could I make money staying home? And this is not like, doing the eBay thing like it used to be, okay? Everyone's starting to realize I got to start trading, and how do I do that? What's going on at the market? The market's doing pretty well. So I want to talk about this OCGN yesterday. So yesterday, I did really, really well at OCGN, and it was over here in the morning where we found it. It was a late little popper, but the stock was doing like a little bit of a nasty shake. We all jumped in around 680. Stock had a really nice move all the way to 770. Really nice move. And you know what? I made my money. I'm like, you know what? I'm done for the day. I got to get ready. Don't need to trade all day. So I came back in the afternoon, and all of you guys, every single one of you, and I was in there watching because I was getting ready because I went on at 4 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time on the Wealth 365 event. And all of a sudden I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, damn, this thing is starting to build a little bit of a Fausto flag and everything right here. Let me zoom over here. Now you could see the timing during the day. You see how the stock had a big push right here? This is why we don't trade in the middle of the day. Look at this, garbage, absolutely garbage, right? Then when Josh did his afternoon meeting, and you all know there was a couple of stocks on an afternoon meeting, at 2:30, this thing all of a sudden started picking up some momentum. Look at that, 2:30. It did a little bit of shaking. This is where I got very interested in it. Once it got past this resistance levels around 780, which is the daily high, that was it. It was over. Every single one of you should have been in at least by 9:15 at 3:15, because after 3:15, even 3:30, even if you chased it at 8:20, the damn thing ran to 9:40. Okay, now think about it. 2:30, the thing was hovering right around 7:20. And in after hours, it ran all the way to $10. This was such an easy trade. It's like, and the worst part of it is it never shook. It just kept going. It kept going. It built a little bit of Fausto flags over here, which was awesome. You had these little Fausto flags that were going on right here. We all know what Fausto flags are, you know, students-wise. But it just kept going and going and going. So anyway, I was so excited for a lot of you. You did really, really well. And but you know what? Don't worry. Some of you guys missed it. No big deal. Well, there's other ones out there. There's always some out there all the time. There were a couple other ones also that made some nice moves that I want to bring up too. We had the BTX also. That did really nice. You could see BTX. She kind of died. I don't know what happened, but she did was another nice one. $10 stock right around 230. Another stock that we found in the afternoon meeting. Stock went from 1060, popped, did a Fausto flag, popped. Did another nasty shake over here, and then obviously did a pop. But then I don't know what happened. She kind of died right after 330, and then she came back down, which is rarely ever that should have happened, but it does. It does. But anyway, if you made your money, I mean, and you were in that 230 meeting, I mean, Thursday afternoon was definitely 1,000 times better than Thursday morning, which why it's nice to know, depending on what time zone you're on, people always say, do you have to be in the morning? Do you have to be in the afternoon? You know, listen, those are the two best times during the day, and you can see it clear as day. There was one other stock out there that also had a nice move that we also traded, Nikola. Now, I did Nikola on a swing trade. And I did Nikola, and I also own the AC. I own this stock, ACAT. We talked about this yesterday. President Biden went over there to wants to now make. You know, you probably heard about a speech yesterday about climate change. It was this big thing. I was on with all the presidents around the world, and you know, one of the things he went to this company, and you know, obviously making battery powered buses, school buses. So when I saw that, I jumped into it. I said, you know what? But it's not going up that much. But, you know, Nikola went up, which is kind of weird because Nikola took a huge hit. And this was actually a pretty good, not only as a good, oh, shoot, I deleted it. I hate when I do that. X out of it. Morning meeting. Hold on a second. Let me bring it back here. There we go. All right. So Nikola had a really nice push yesterday. And it's funny because Josh was actually in the trade at the open and he shorted it. I'm like, Josh, I can't short this stock. I'm long. He's like, I know you can't do the both. And we were talking about it. But you know what? He covered his short. He did well. And thank God he did, because if he didn't, he would have got crushed on it. But I was actually happy because I did pretty well on it. The stock literally went from 1030 all the way up to about 1260. So, you know, another electric car company, you know, they're all doing pretty decent. I mean, even NIO was doing pretty well too. I saw this morning. So, I mean, like you're hearing it more and more and more. And I tell everyone, like I said yesterday, you got to be very focused on the policies of what the president could do and what Congress can do, because they could really transform the way we live. And you're going to know how to adapt to it with the stock market. So, I mean, I think you guys also heard the stock market took a really nasty crash yesterday. They're saying they want to raise capital gains by double, which obviously is not that good in the stock market, which leads to people going to sell. So that's why you had a sell-off. So I don't know how I'm buying into it as much, but let me tell you, people are very, very tricky when they hear things like that. These buttons start pushing, algorithms start kicking in, which is actually a good thing for us traders, because guess what? We could short, right? You know, the best thing could happen as a trader if the market dropped 3,000-4,000 points and we're short. We do great. I mean, some of you in the room love shorting. I mean, some of you might not want to hear that. And like, oh my God, the market would go down. And listen, it's not about, you know, don't look at it as, you know, what is your belief, whatever. It's all about, you're a trader, you're working from home, you're here to make money. And anything anyone would say, even if it's SpaceX launched this morning, you know, into space, you got to look at it. That shit blew up. Forget it. Naked says a 450,000 share seller at 62 cents. Really? I didn't. What, on Nikola? Is that what you're saying? Oh, Naked. Oh, Naked. Yeah. You're basically seeing that where at 64? I see. Oh, I see him at 65. You have one at 62. Oh, yeah, I see him right there. Yeah. So everyone's looking at this. He's looking at this right here. You can see that 400,000 share seller right here. This is what he's looking at right there. So that's the reason why that's having a tough time breaking it. But once again, the stock is under $1. It's, it's a 60-cent stock. So 400,000 shares is, not the end of the world. All right, so let's go through the watch list. Now, listen, today is Friday. So what do we know about Fridays? Fridays, not the greatest day, okay? I actually did good last Friday. I got my ass a little kicked on the 9th, and actually hurt me over the course of the week. I hate doing that. You have a good week, and all of a sudden, boom. But you know what? I'm actually making all the money back that I lost on Tuesday. So that's I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually 3 for 4 right now. So don't get too cocky on a Friday. Friday afternoon is actually pretty good. So you want to, Fridays you want to be very careful in the mornings, but the afternoons do pretty well. If there's nothing out, there's nothing out there. I was going through the watch list. I'm telling you the truth. I didn't see anything other than the NEO. NEO came down, had a big correction right here. You can see it starting to build some support levels right here. And when I looked over here on the level 4, you could see how that stock literally took a big hit. There was really no buyers. And now you're starting to get all this red down here. You're getting 30,000, 14,000, 22,000, and that's why it's kind of dwindling up. So stock started building some base like around $6. Now it's up about $6.40. So very interesting stock that I want to keep an eye on going into the open. Remember, I love bottom fishing, and I'm not talking about just really fishing, which I love doing, but I love stocks that get crushed because sometimes, as long as it's not a pharmaceutical stock, they do bounce. Boom, you can see Archipelago just came in for 23,000 right there on the bid. All right, another stock that's on there, OCGN. Listen, you could see it started trend down. I don't know, what made it go up as much as it did, but you could see it's dwindling down. This is old news. Don't go back. Don't say, oh, woulda, coulda, shoulda. There's always a new chapter here in the trading room. Another stock I might want to keep an eye on is SYPR, Spider. This stock right here, it's cheap. It's up 31%, up 87 cents, but she's kind of flat. I'm not really seeing a lot out there, I'll be honest with you. ABEO, another one I found. It's okay. It's up 6%. Not great. Mattel on the other side, this is pretty interesting. Nice, funny story about this stock. Toys are doing pretty well. So Mattel was at 750. Stock's already at 22 ever since the crash. But this is a little more of a swing trade. It's not really doing well as much as a day trade. TCAT yesterday, by the way, I forgot to mention that one. Holy crap, that thing also moved yesterday. Once again, very volatile stock. But this thing went from 20, shot up, went to 25, came back down to 23. Nasty. Then did another pop out of nowhere. Did its nasty shake for its typical $2. Thing ran to $29. So, this is that stock that we traded, and it was at $2. It ran to almost 70 in a couple of days. Listen, you think there's only one GameStop? They're there every couple of months. There's a few of them every month that we trade like that. TCAT was one of them. But I would stay away from that. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big fan. Naked, we just saw that big order get filled. You can see it just did a big drop right here, Naked. Right there. You can see it just made a big drop right there. Boom, things dropped big time. Listen, there's not a lot on the list right now. It's Friday. So it's expected. So anyway, we will always find something new that will come up out of the blue. So if we see something, we'll say something in the trading room. But other than that, I would not get too crazy in pre-market. The only good stock that was pretty good was the short on the INO, and that was about it. I honestly, I didn't do any trades in pre-market. As much as a junkie I am as a trader, I didn't really see anything crazy. All right, anything I missed I did not call out? Ken mentioned the short on Nikola. Listen, as winners as losers, but I would be very careful on short. And listen, with the whole thing with what's happening with the Biden administration, want to make everything electric cars. They're saying 2050. Now he wants to do 2030. What is that? Less than 7 years from now. That's a pretty substantial type of transformation that can make a lot of these stocks make some really interesting moves. Okay. All right. So listen, let's get ready for the open. Got 15 minutes. Once again, if you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook Live, make sure you friend us, like us, join our channel. We got some nice, good videos for you. Cyber Group members, if you see something new, share it like we taught you what to do. Let's all make money together. And if you're a new trial member here at Cyber Trade University, listen, Hopefully you're enjoying it, having a great time, and hopefully we'll make you part of the team. Because remember, it's not for everyone as much as it should be, but you got to know how to play the game. And it's all about seeing other people doing it. And that's what it's all about. So thanks for watching, everybody. If I don't see you, enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And see you back here on Monday. All right? Happy trading, everyone.